So today my topic is about from the four diagnostic method to sensor. So it's most about the standardization and the digital translation of traditional medicine device. So first, as Professor Yang already introduced me, I'm Tang Hao. So I have two companies, one in Japan and one in China. So I live half in Japan and half in China. And I have two projects. The first one is about Alzheimer disease screen device. And the second one is a blender monitor device. But unfortunately, today I will not motion those two products. So we will forward the traditional Chinese medicine device. So I also have some like roles, like the researcher in Nala Institute of Science and Technology, and I'm also a professor in Fudan University, the top three university in China. And I teach the international standard in Fudan University. And I have 18 patents and 13 international standard. I joined the work and also published some papers. But I like to produce product rather than do the research. So today I will talk about some like how to transfer the traditional medicine technology into the world, because in the past 10 years I lived in Japan for 5 years and live in China for 5 years, and also I visited Korea many times, maybe 1 year twice or three times in trip to Korea. So and I also did some research work in university, and I also start up my own company, and I also do the standard. So I know what's different between the research and the market. So I want to share some experience from myself to tell someone, if you want to start up a new company in Korea, maybe we can share some experience together. So as for my experience, the traditional medicine is undergoing a historical digital transformation from the like experience based to nowadays the digital technology. So I will introduce this topic from the five parts. The first one is about the market analysis, and also how we should make the international standard for the kind of technology, and also enterprise dynamics and the patent policy, and also some trend for personalized innovation. Because the difference between the traditional medicine and the Western medicine may be the personalized innovation. So first, let's look at the like China. Even though China, Japan, and Korea, we have the traditional medicine device, but we have some difference. Like in China, and China's market growth is already reached 15 billion yen by 2025. And we can also forecast that it will reach 1,014 billion in 2027. But in China, we made a lot of like hardware device. So China made like some like Tom diagnosed and the pulse diagnosed device, and we have a lot of technology and sensors for the pulse device. For example, we have 3D structure light camera for face feature, and also 19-6 channel pressure sensor array for the pulse analysis. So here we can show this is a character from the BN Store AI TCM company. Let's look at the Japan's market. So unlike China developed some hardware products, and for Japan, they developed some like SaaS software. Like here are two examples. One is a Campo Go Works. So it's for AI for medical institute, and also like the Anshin Campo personal customer service. So according to real data, like the unseen sample, so the AI already trained with 15,000 cases and online consulting with customer processes. So we can say that's the difference between the China and the Japan. China focus on the sensor technology, and the Japan focus on the AI technology, like inquiry the questions and crowding the questions to get the doctor's treatment. And let's look at the South Korea. When I did some research for the South Korea market, it's both have the hardware device and also have the software device. So in Korea, it's like have more like a wearable device. So Korea want to emphasize the government to research and some wearable device. So we can see like the consulting analysis. The analysis is making some data more wearable, and according to the apps, we can predict the health the body's health for the human beings, so that we can make like some test in our home. So that's his career. It's more concerned about the healthcare in the home healthcare. So that's different between the three countries. So with the develop of more and more products produced in the market, so what is the standard for the or the product? Because the product, if a China's company want to sell their product to Korea or Japan, there must have some standard to guarantee the quality. So that's we have the ISO TC249, and we made the standardization for all kind of things. And in ISO TC249, we have like 5 group, and the different group have their different work. Like for example, the first group, WG1. WG1 is for the raw medicine, like the roots, the seed, or some kind of materials. And the WG2, they are responsible for some like medical peers, like the formal medical. And the WG3, they are responsible for the needle, only the needle. And the WG4, they are responsible for the medical device, like the Tang diagnosis, the pulse diagnosis, and the capping or some maximization, something like that. And the WG5, they responsible for some items. So like the definitions and the returns. So what is Tang diagnosis? What is pulse diagnosis? And they also have a joint group, joint with health informatics. So like also the traditional medicine also need to digital transfer. So it's also the health informatics. So we have 6 group. And before this year, TC249 only have one sub-board community. So it's the traditional Chinese medicine. But after this year's July, in Netherlands, we established a new sub-board community. So the new subunity is SC2. So SC2 is proposed by India. So we can see, except our traditional medicine like China, Japan, and Korea, and the India market is become more and more important. So we have a reason to believe that maybe in the near future, more traditional medicine sub-community were accepted, like the Korean medicine or the Tibetan medicine. So maybe in the future we have more and more different kind of things in this standardization group. And until now, the TC249 already published 1023 ISO standards, and 17 standards is under developed. And from in the world, we can see a lot of countries are interested in this kind of technology. So there have 21 participating members and 24 observing members. That means they want to join, but they are observing. That means they found the strange things for the traditional medicine. And in this group, And China prevails in the standardization, and South Korea and Japan, they active participate. So we have a lot of standards in this kind of things. So why we want this standard? Because the standard can estimate the barriers and the equipment empowerment, and also it can guarantee the quality. So that means if we have the standard, we can make sure what kind of data is like standard data. For example, if like the Tang diagnostic device, so different light will make the picture to observe different character. So we regulate the light environment, the color chart, the screen. So in only we make sure the source is a standard source, we can make the whole processing more standard and use it to build our database. So that's why we need the standard. And also, if some company, they want to join this kind of industry, they want to produce their own product, they can use the standard to reduce their consuming, the labor or their develop fee. After we have the standard can guarantee the quality of the product. And after standard, we can see the industry things. And I did some research for the market. And here is an example, the enterprise dynamic, like 问子 TCM case analysis. And for this company, it's very big company nowadays. And for this one, they developed a TCM brain. So it's like an AI system, and it's reading analyze 1 million clinic cases and provide standard diagnosis recommendations. And it also have the online and offline integrate. It have its offline clinic and 3 digital center. And it also has the main revenue, so it's nearly 20% proceed from the TCM medicine servers. For this company, it's already have 5 rounds since 2018. So it's accumulated 160 million rating for this company. And maybe this company will become the first AI traditional Chinese stock in the market. So it's a rating apply for the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. But from 2018 to 2022, the growth, we can say the growth increased from 16.2 million to 263 million, but accumulate loss still occur. So that's we can see we put a lot of money to develop that kind of thing, but until now we are not have the balance for the cost and the income. So that's may some reason happen. What happened for this kind of complaint? And the second is we can see the smart device manufacturer and big health enterprise began nowadays, because China has seen images of diversity companies in intelligent diagnostic equipment and some covering professional manufacture, like this wisdom eye technology. So this is being stored for full diagnostic instrument. It's combined the AI inside. And we also have some device like the massage device to TCM and combine with the technical ecosystem develops the AI model with 842 accumulated patents. And also, except the hardware part, we have the software and the online consulting clinic, like the 平安好医生, Safety Good Doctor, and Dingxiang 医生. And also we have the V Doctor. So that's kind of planned for. It's like a planned for, software planned for. They have the first AI sound system, and they use AI to analyze our noise, and according to the noise to find what happened for our body. So that's what kind of technology happened in China. And in Korea, and the Korea's Korea maybe the research is the lead, and some startup company to support the Korea medicine market. And Korea also have the KIOM for R&D transformation and the KIOM already have some like cooperation with the medical device manufacturer, and to like have some AI management system like Samsung AI and large company to cooperation with this kind of knowledge. And in Korea market, it's more focused on the beauty and the health integration, and also the Korea medicine AI identification and some strategy outlook. In Japan, as I mentioned before, it's more about the software and to combine with health the data with your health. So in Japan, it's more like they have two parts. One is for professional field and one is for the customer field. And for the professional field, the system to access the doctor with algorithm model based on the medical record and the textbook, and also providing some process campaign processing decision support. And for the customer field, they support it gives some continuous operating recommendations, so the user's feedback data, and providing some conventional access to compound for health curious individuals. And according to some data, we can say the Japanese compound manufacturer like the Tatsuda or Kuresi, they actively participate in digital transformation, exploring new channel by investing the startup or build some plan for over 18.5 of Japanese doctor have prescribed and provide the solid foundation for the development. Except the China, Japan, and Korea, also in India and some Western country, they have their own technology. Like the India, they have the Ayurveda and the digital technology, and also the Nilami. So this is the thermal imaging and the AI technical for access the eye photo consultation. And also they have the smart application like the Mandarin Guide app to combine the pulse diagnosis and the heart rate together to combine like some traditional parameter to some Western parameter. And also the West countries, they also have some like traditional elements in health product, like they have the cross-border integrate and the market processing and the actualness. So we can see the trend for the market is more digital and intelligent and product. So how to combine this together is the things we need to think if we want to like start up a company. And here summarize some company in China, Korea, Japan, and India, and about what kind of product they have and what kind of technology they have, and the state for those companies. So if someone interesting, maybe we can send the slides later after this conference. And we can see if nowadays the market trend is we can see from the patent growth and the capital marketing, we can say this is a hot market in recent years. Because from the patent growth, we can say the patents are increased from 2020 to 2022. And we have some diversity covering the TCM intelligent diagnosis system. And from the capital market, we can see the Rongshu home TCM. So its rating gets 160 million yen for 01. And also we have some like big data projects in China, and because the government supports more and more new products in China nowadays, and the capital markets invest more and more money inside this market. And also from the patent, we can see China leads the quality broad coverage, and the China's have a lot of patents, and Korea, Japan, and India, they also have some featured background. Like for the whole trend, China. So what's the importance for the whole trend? That if someone want to succeed or want to join this kind of industry, something are important. The first one is the competition and the standard, and the second thing is the how to combine the industry, university, and the research together. And also we need to consider the future development, like the future AI and large scale model technical while sparing new patents. So that's maybe the patents continued acceleration in the partition. After the patent, why it's too hard to separate this kind of technology? Maybe because it's lack the scientific foundation. So we need to think how to combine this intelligent TCM device and the AI system requires the clinical research to provide reliability and effective for widespread regulation. And in China, we did a lot of effect. For example, in China, we have some multi-center clinic verification, like in Guangzhou Chinese University and in Shanghai Chinese Medicine University. And according to their research, we can see they have 18 accuracy in identify technical. So we can say the AI access processing. Shanghai University gets the traditional Chinese medicine where found 18% compare rate between the AI and the expert processing. And in Korea and Japan, we also have some some effect for this kind of things. So we can see the government and the research also do have some effect to promote this kind of things, and the government funding and the separation, and we also have some evidence-based medical concept and the future outlook. And except the whole things, the difference between the traditional medicine device and the Western medicine device is a personalized diagnosis. So we can find a lot of personal device like the business model Chinese, and the Chinese one is to balancing the standardization and the personalized, because in the traditional in traditional medicine, we always rely on the experience of the doctor. And each doctor, they have big difference maybe, because the doctor is hard to see what kind of your state. So it's more strong subjective, and it's lack of trust because digital system always face credible test, and the doctor questions AI accuracy. Patient worry about the machine reliable, and also we have some analysis processing. Most sensor TCM doctor regard AI as the tool, limited high-end market presentation. So how to solve this kind of problems? Maybe we have some innovation paths like human-machine cooperation and data-driven analysis. So that means we can develop some transparent AI, like the Wenzi TCM provide diagnosis based through knowledge graph, and over 25 accuracy enhance the doctor trust, and also the human-machine model and the data accumulate. So we believe maybe through the deep learning and the tens of millions of consulting database algorithm will provide highly individual solution for the standards for the clinic guidelines, and making the diagnosis both tailored and each individuals and evidence based. And let's look at the business model invitation. For it's unlike the Western medicine. So the Western medicine is immediately have the effect, But for the traditional medicine, it have some long-term cycle. So it's like this long-term cycle. Because we take the medicine, it's too hard and maybe take a long time to have the effect, to show the results. So that's maybe the challenge. And also we have the business model face test of slow result, difficult to quickly abandon the returns and the word of mouth promotion. So how to solve this kind of things? Maybe we can combine the traditional experiments with modern data analysis to achieve repeat assessment and feedback the efficiency, and through deep learning and massive consult database algorithm to solve this kind of problem and follow some standard technology and clinic guideline in designing makes logic. So maybe for how to solve the problem, we have 4 points need to notice. The first is continued monitoring, and the second is qualified providing value, and the third is AI protect and operation, and the first one is support business closed loop. And the other thing is the business model challenge is we always rely on the diagnosis and the treatment, but we didn't combine the diagnosis and the treatment together. That means the device or the doctor to diagnose what happened for your tongue and for your pulse, but we didn't know which kind of medicine you will take. So in Japan, so the picture is taken in Japan, in Muji. Muji is a life product store, but nowadays Muji is transformed the health store. So in Muji, we already have a lot of device to test what happened for your body, and they also have the tongue diagnosis here. But the tongue diagnosis, they only put the mirror and the book here. So that means you can check your tongue by yourself according to the book, and they want to sell the medicine here. So how to combine the data and help them to sell the medicine and also to sell some errand of life stores, maybe a good way to think. We need to combine the screen or the diagnosed data with the things you want to buy. So that means maybe in the future, the screen or the diagnostic device not only sell to the hospital, but also we can to sell to the the medicine store or some company convenient store. So in the future, maybe we can have this trend. So if you want to join and to sell your TCM product, maybe there are 4 strategy revenue pathway. So the first is product sale integration. So what it means? It means we can have the AI-driven analysis and recommend this personalized TCM life cycle product and like the healthy or the medical pest and also some supplements. And the second one is like the Japanese model, the Kampong 365 or the Anshin Kampong. So it's licensed AI diagnostic system to healthcare institute through the CSQ model and also creating some predictable revenue with a higher reuse rate. And maybe we also can do the business like the 平安好医生 or we doctor. So we build some platform ecosystem model. That means to connect the doctor, the pharmaceutical company, and the pharmaceutical school and the patients together to empower the small clinic with free AI tool, and then monetize through platform consuming on hardware, sales, and equipment like the Muji do nowadays. And the second is the retail integration. So that means the partner with China Pharmaceutical to develop the AI diagnosis as a repeat health check experiments, driving store sales of traditional products through free user engagement. And there have also three core structure principles, like break the server's limitation and integrate the daily, sectional, and build multi-wing ice cycle. And we believe that here is a global market outlook, and this is annual growth rate. We can say in China it's over 15 annual growth rate, and the doctor adoption. And in Japan, there are over 25 Japanese doctor have this machine, and the diagnosis accuracy, because we have a lot of data nowadays, and with the data increase, we can increase our accuracy. And nowadays we can reach as higher as 95% accuracy. So if we want to success, or if we want to like make this business more smoothly, and I think there are three things we need to notice. The first is the standardization success and the innovation ecosystem, and also the future integrate. And we believe with this kind of technology, we can use the modern technology to transfer our like traditional treasure to everybody, and to like satisfy this kind of modern healthcare. So that's all for today's presentation, and thank you very much.